Everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, I will show you how to merge vertices in Blender. Let's get started. Sometimes we end up with two or more vertices on the exact same location or at least very close to each other. Often, we want to merge these vertices to clean up the geometry. For example, let's take another example. Tap into Edit mode. We have this default cube in Edit mode. For example, hit G twice to slide it, that edge over there. And let's see how to merge these two vertices, because we have two vertices. To merge two or more vertices in Blender, follow these steps. Let's select the vertices you want to merge. Just like this, select these two vertices. Over there, press M. It's going to be showing this pop-up menu for merging. You can choose among those selections, expand the operator panel and adjust the merge distance vertices. Is it exactly on top of each other? If you want to merge by distance. And you can see that we have removed some vertices over there and just we have one vertex over there. This process most commonly used as a way to clean up geometry. Now let's look at an option that we are more likely to use during the modeling process. We can use the merge menu that we access using the M key to merge vertices regardless of the distance between them. In those cases, we can choose one of these options. Let's try that. For example, we have these two vertices. Let's try to merge them. Hit M to show this pop-up menu for merging. We have this option at center. It's going to be merging two vertices. Select the vertices at center. Over here, approximately, at the cursor, I will have other option, which is at the cursor and collapse. And we have other options like at first and at last. It requires one vertex to be active. In this case, let's try to merge at center. Hit M, merging at center. It's going to be merging two vertices at center, and click over this drop-down menu, and you can change whatever you want. Control Z to undo. Let's try the other options, like at cursor. It's going to be merging at cursor over there, as you can see here. Control Z to undo. Then let's try another option, which is collapse. It's going to be collapsing these two vertices. And we have the other options like at first, at last. For example, select these, then hold down Shift and select this vertex. We have this active vertex. Hit M, and you can see new options appeared at first, at last, and you can try at first. It's going to be merging the active vertex to be in the location of this vertex over here. Control Z. Then let's try the other option. We have at last. It's going to be merging over here, merging that vertex with the active one. The last two options over there, at first and at last, merge at first and merge at last, is probably the most common options when merging vertices. This allows us to essentially move one of the the first vertices to the position of the other and merge at that point. The requirement of one vertex to be active just means that we have to shift click the last of them in order for it to be the active element. Then these two options show up in the menu. Let's see now in this step how to set the origin to a vertex. To set the origin to a vertex in Blender, let's in Edit mode select a vertex and press Shift S. Select that vertex, for example, and hit Shift S. It's gonna be showing this pie menu over here, and you can move your mouse wheel, choose cursor to select it. Let's choose cursor to select it. Press tab to go to object mode. Like this, you are in object mode. right click and choose set origin. Right click and choose set origin, then origin to 3D cursor. Origin to 3D cursor like this. And this tip can be useful, for instance, if you are using the origin as a pivot point. Let's say that you are modeling a door and you want to rotate it around the hinge. In that case, it's common to put the origin point of the object at the hinge and rotate around that point to open and close the door. The next tip is how to remove, delete, or dissolve one or more vertices. The key to delete in Blender is either delete or the X key. Just select that vertex, hit X to delete vertices, edges, faces, or whatever you want. The shortcut brings up a menu that allows us to choose what element we want to remove. We can choose between vertices, faces, and edges, along with only faces and only faces and edges. Hit X, for example. You can see this pop-up menu, and you can, in this case, delete vertices, faces, edges, and you can also see this option for dissolving. Choose vertices to delete and unselected vertices like this. You can also choose to dissolve. We have those choices for dissolve. This means that Blender will try to delete the selected element while piecing together any surrounding geometry. For example, a vertex that is connected to two other vertices via edges that is dissolved will leave a direct connection between the two vertices that are left. For example, let's try dissolve vertices. And this is a problem. You should make sure that you have some connected vertices. Ctrl Z. Let's add some control loops, Ctrl R, like this. In this case, over there. Let's try with this. You can also, let's try to dissolve. Hit X. Dissolve vertices. And you can see it clearly over there. Ctrl Z. The next tip is how to display vertex count. There are primarily two ways to display vertex count. The first way is to display it in the status bar. Over here, this is the bar at the bottom of Blender's interface. If the vertex count isn't visible on the right side of the status bar, you can right-click it and check Scene Statistics. Just make sure that you are right-click on the far right side of the bar, or you will get a different context menu. You can go over here. You can see statistics, and you can see that count number of objects and vertices, also edges, and so on. And the latest tip is how to extrude the vertex. The fastest way to extrude the vertex is to select it. We have selected this vertex, hold Ctrl and right click in 3D viewport editor. Ctrl Z. Just go over there, Ctrl and right click. Ctrl and right click, and you can extrude any vertex you want using this method. And that's it for the second part. Thanks for watching.